Check. Do you want to go be right before the national anthem? The pause for the national anthem.
Yeah, it's right.
Yeah. That was right now.
I usually start right after, like.
We can start after whatever you're starting off. Do it. You're comfortable with.
I guess I'll just go right after.
All right. It's gonna be brutal writing on this.
Just don't wait for that to us.
Now Miami fans, let's all the RedHawks to the field. Introducing left field, number 31, Bryan Novak. In center field, wearing number 4, Anthony Zarlingo. Playing right field, number 25, Tommy Harrison. Over at third base, number 10, Dominic Lipinski. Starting at shortstop, number 6, Dylan Baker. Starting at second base, wearing number 12, Blake Lazio. Playing first base, number 16, Evan Appleway. Behind the dish, number 29, David Novak. And starting on the mound for the Hawks, the old left-hander, number 23, Hayden Hopkins. Behind the baseball coaching staff includes Director of Player Development, Bryan Hogan, Assistant Coaches, Miguel Rivera, and Larry Scully, Assistant Head Coach Kyle Trowin, and the head coach of your Miami RedHawks in his second season, Bryan Smiley. Your umpires for today's game behind the plate will be Bob Howard. On the bases will be Craig McCarty and Jay Myers. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are able, we ask you now to please rise and move your hats to the honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
And or you want to stop it? I'll sit on the
All right, are you ready?
Yep. Yep, yep.
Live from a gloomy and cloudy,
This was going
chilly vacation
off the top of the scoreboard.
of Miami in National Ohio. Ray of spring
Going back at the track, at the wall, to kiss this one goodbye.
begins for the Miami RedHawks and the Toledo Rockets. Hello and welcome everyone to this presentation of Miami baseball on RedHawks.
Once again, before we move on now for the RedHawks.
For listening to this conference opener of the baseball season. RedHawks of Miami and the Rockets of Toledo. Miami comes into this game a 5-7 record. Toledo not much better for 7, but off of losses for the RedHawks. They suffered a 3 loss at Wright State on Tuesday. The Rockets still in the good loss to the Cincinnati Bearcats 7-5 on Tuesday as well. Last weekend for Miami, they went to Northern Kentucky. They split 2. Doubleheader on Friday. First game was the 7-1 win. Second quiet. 18 loss. RedHawks able to respond Sunday afternoon. Because the 9th inning. And played by Justin University. He shot against for Miami. For the Rockets, they run the trip from Central Virginia. 62 on Friday, playing again 72 on Saturday, but lost to the Spiders, which 5-1 on Sunday.
Yeah, Brian, this is a big start to the series. Not really for both of these teams. I mean, two teams looking for some confidence to start out the back play. Miami almost kind of feels like they got away with one Sunday here at McKie Field. That was a really game that was dominated by Northern Kentucky throughout the whole entire, really 9 innings. And then at the end, the RedHawks were able to stay alive and catch a break and win that series. So looking to,
Right field.
get the ship right with this series. Starts off here really though for the RedHawks.
Starting for Miami today, though, left-hander Hayden Cuthbertson, 6'3", 205-pound junior from Columbia, transferred from Three Rivers College. First pitch, we get into Hayden contact. First pitch, missed the zone, 4-1. 1-0. Foul down the first base line and covered by the Toledo first base coach. Good hands shown there. Evens up the count at 1-0. For contact this year, he is batting 200 on the dot, on base percentage of 349, slugging 371 on the year.
Konzak, an Ohio native coming out of Olentangy Orange. A few Olentangy high school alumni on this Toledo roster. He was academic all district, played in 53 games and started in 50 in the outfield last season and became team's primary right fielder, batting 279. So coming off a really strong season last year and looking for a big 2025.
He pokes one into left field. That's going back and back. One hops the wall. Novak gonna have to throw it in. It's gonna be a stand-up double for Konzak. A strong start there for the Rockets.
And just an ideal start for the Rockets. That's exactly how they wanted Konzak to really lead off this team. And there's the energy that this dugout going to start off with.
This is an offense that's really struggled for Toledo so far this season as a team batting just 198 coming into today's game. Is last in back, but the start that's much needed there for the Rockets as Bryan Fry, the third baseman, steps up for Toledo. First pitch is outside for ball 1. Gavin, so far an early jam here for Cuthbertson.
Yeah, he just needs to settle down here, find his zone, just find his rhythm really.
1-0 pitch is low once again. Count goes to 2-0. You would have to think if you're Fry here, really have to get the perfect pitch to swing at. Really, Cuthbertson kind of struggling early with his commands.
The redshirt sophomore, switch hitter, 6'3", 205, so really good size on him as well.
2-0 pitch.
Just the power.
That's going to be poked into the left center gap. And Novak able to make the catch. It blows in on it. Contact retreats back to second. And Miami gets a much needed first out there.
Although they received it out there, RedHawks, Cuthbertson still's got to just not feel too well after that. Another hard hit one at the back wall nearly. I mean, it's two batters. The first two batters really just have clobbered the ball so far.
That brings up the left fielder, Luke Walton. First pitch is outside. After those two 1-0. Walton this year batting 184 on base, 392, slugging 316 so far this season. It's 2 RBIs on the season so far, looking for a critical third here. 1-0 pitch from Cuthbertson. That's going to be fouled off down the left field line. That is going to get out of play. The count's enough at 1-1.
A slight breeze here, picking up a little to the outfield and a little left. That one looked like it kind of rode with the wind there.
Wind so far pretty slight, but blowing
just enough.
Yeah, just enough to get that ball out of play, blowing directly to our left. So
saw some high winds Friday as well last week.
1-1. First ball is going to be fouled back. That's going to go into the stands. We count to 1-2. Haven't seen a ton of off-speed stuff from Cuthbertson so far, but that pitch very effective there. Zach leading off at second, a marginal lead at best, as Baker's right behind him. 1-2 pitch. It is outside. An 89-mile-per-hour fastball missed the zone there. Count evens 2-2.
Last season, Walton batted 303 for this Rockets team, so really one of the better hitters coming back for this team this season. Cuthbertson knows that here.
Walton, the redshirt sophomore from Sandusky, Ohio. 2-2 pitch is fouled off. At 2-2.
Toledo's done a really good job getting guys out of the state of Ohio, something Miami's really working on as well. Toledo has dominated in that, especially the guys up north.
It really dominated the northern Ohio region, as you mentioned, Gavin. 2-2 count, one out here in the top of the first, no score yet. Pitch from Cuthbertson, off speed, is going to be popped up and is going to sneak just over the Miami bullpen down the left field side.
It's another one where you see that slight wind to the left, taking that one, just kind of set up there for a while and was carried away and not playable.
Gotta say, Walton has done a really, really good job this at bat, fighting off some pitches.
Staying alive in this one.
Yeah, sure has. That's got to be very aggravating for Cuthbertson or really any pitcher facing Walton so far.
And this is exactly what Cuthbertson didn't want to deal with. I mean, ideally he wanted a quick retire here, get his rhythm going, but this is distracting that for sure.
2-2 pitch inside, gets past the catcher Novak, and Toledo will have a runner on third as the count runs full. Contact able to get third easily on that pass ball. Kind of looked to me, Gavin, that Novak and Cuthbertson were not on the same page there. It looked like a surprise fastball there.
You don't see Novak let pass balls come very often, so that one looked very unexpected for him.
Big pitch here, 3-2 count, one out here in the top of the first inning, no score, but runner 90 feet away for Toledo. Pitch, got him swinging with the curveball. Throw down to first is in time, and a critical strikeout there for Cuthbertson. Gets 2 outs on the inning for the RedHawks.
Some energy that Cuthbertson needed here on the mound early in this one. hadn't seen much going his way. Was able to fight off a long at bat there and receive his strikeout, his first one of the game here.
That was a critical batter there to start off this game. That brings up the cleanup hitter Trey Mariano.
Really lengthy guy here. 6'6", 220. Super long.
First pitch fastball outside for ball one.
Started in 7 games so far in this season. 2024 played in 21 games and made 13 starts, so getting a lot more playing time here earlier in this season compared to last year.
Cuthbertson set, 1-0 pitch in, and able to find the zone, evens up the count at 1-1. I think that's a pitch that would have been a high on most hitters, but you mentioned that tall and lanky Mariano is able to find the zone on him. Count goes to 1-1. Pitch from Cuthbertson. Oh man, I thought you found the zone there. Just missed. And the count goes to 2-1. Perhaps a little inside, maybe low.
Cuthbertson just really trying to feel out the zone still. I think the Miami dugout was a little confused, like you were saying there. Looked like it was a strike, but where Cuthbertson just needs to find that zone.
2-1. Swing and miss there from Mariano. And then the count evens up at 2-2. Looks like he wanted to get all of that one, but just missed.
Really good pitch there from Cuthbertson.
2-2 pitch. Be a great time for Cuthbertson to get out of an early jam after the leadoff double from Concept. 2-2 pitch is long, and the count runs full. That was like just very similar to the pitch we saw.
That might have been a better pitch there, honestly.
Yeah, we saw most of the Miami defenders making a few steps towards the
You
dugout.
even saw Cuthbertson kind of step off the mound, almost give a fist bump, and then was mistaken there.
Back 3-2. Fouled off right behind home plate. 91 mile per hour fastball from Cuthbertson. Mariano almost had all of that one.
Big position here, Toledo. A man on third, 2 outs, 2 strikes here.
Count is full. Pitch from Cuthbertson. It is fouled off again. Another fastball from Cuthbertson.
Sitting at around 91-90 here right now. The lefty.
Infield playing deep as you would expect with 2 outs. Outfield playing pretty deep as well. We'll add the left fielder Novak playing much closer to the right center gap than you would think, especially with the righty
a lot
at
closer.
the plate. Outfield once again. 3-2, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Pitch from Cuthbertson. Got him swinging. Being able to get out of the early chance. Concept's able to get on with the leadoff double. Strikeout first. 2 strikeouts. Sorry, 2 strikeouts later. He's able to get out of the jam. Still scoreless. It was Miami up to bat and on the first right after this. This is Miami baseball.
Baseball leading field at great speed. Please follow the ball and stay alert at all times. Also,
But the thing messed up on one note, one of the names is different, like with the numbers.
Rather you feel. Thank you.
Now look here, like, oh, God.
Enjoy your game day here at the E Field. Take a moment to stop by the concession stand. They're located in the concourse of the stadium. And be sure to get there this inning with the double play discount.
No, you're good.
That includes $3 beverages and $2 hot dogs. The special will end the first pitch of the second inning.
They won't work. That doesn't help. Does not help at all. It's not working. It was slow on Sunday when I called the game. Was it? Yeah. It's like kind of annoying. I think it's harder to call games when you're out in the cold field.
She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mom. I'm sorry. She done Hayden, Toledo, 81, to bring it to the party.
Kind of interesting that Toledo played Cincinnati so tough. It's nice we could get it this year.
They beat Workers.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yep.
On the first here at McKie Field. RedHawks lineup. So he does see 5 minutes off.
Leading off for the RedHawks, the DH, number 24.
Mentioned. So Ty Batisich, DH, to lead off for Miami. Dylan Baker and David Novak will follow him in the bottom of the first. First pitch from Tabor. He was able to find the zone for strike one and 91-mile-per-hour fastball to Batisich.
Saw Ty Batisich not leading off for this Red Hawk team last week, and now he is. Interesting decision there by Bryan Smiley.
Batisich pokes that one into left field. That kept going and going. One hop the wall, but was foul. And the count will go to 0-2.
Tough break there for the Red Hawks. I mean, that would have been a beautiful start for them on offense here early.
I'll be honest, that looked immediately foul to me, but judging off of the reaction from the Miami dugout, they were
close.
believers in it. It was much closer than I thought.
I think much closer than everyone thought here. We can't really see where it landed with that brick wall from where we are right now.
Kind of blocks our view. Well, Batisich leads Miami an average 372. 0-2 pitch outside. Count go to 1-2. Batisich also leads the RedHawks in OPS 1.131. Very, very good start for the Western Kentucky transfer. 1-2 pitch from Tabor. It's going to be hit to the second baseman. Throw will be in time from J.P. Wagner. One up and one down.
Thank you. For Batisich there, you do have to feel a little good about yourself after that first foul ball that he crushed. I mean, he knows he can get a piece of the table going into this game now. Now it's Dylan Baker's turn, and man, has he been special so far this season. Right on side.
27 on base, 433, 592. He gets that one right to third. Throw from Sudra is in time. Quickly. So 2 outs. On reverse.
Number 29.
Start off the year, 389 on base, 583 slugging. First pitch, that is into center field. He's going to keep going and stopped right at the warning track, right into the glove of Leto. Man, that looked really good off the bat, but that thing just
the cold temperatures had a little bit to do with that one for sure. I mean, I like to think if it's a little bit warmer out here, that one would have been gone.
Yeah, those are my thoughts exactly. 3 up, 3 down for the RedHawks after 1. Still scoreless.
Left field favorite home run. Brief left field
Innings go this
run. One lucky
we might be out of here.
to the left field tavern. Georgia after the game.
It was so cold Sunday. I couldn't even feel my clothes out here.
You out here?
Yeah, Sunday it was.
Yeah, it sucks.
Friday I was luckily inside when it was the longest game ever.
Yeah, that would have been a tough game to do out here.
Yeah.
That might be like the first ever night game.
Yeah, it was.
Seen here.
That's what Luke was saying. He was like, don't get a night game.
That's cool. I wish we had the night games here. That I think like
It looks cool out here.
I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
Feel like I'm here.
Yeah. I think Luke, right? Luke.
Doesn't make sense.
He played at Kansas 2024.
Right.
Yeah.
Top of the second here, that McKie field. Well,
Now that center field, number 10, Luke Toledo.
the center fielder transferred from Kansas.
Struggling with the bat early in this season, but one of those players that has a lot of experience on this Toledo team playing at the higher level in the NCAA. So someone that could really get it together, you'd like to think.
Also, one of the bigger stolen base threats on this Rocket squad. He is 4 for 4 on the season. A team that doesn't really steal very often, only 5 for 8 here. First pitch is low for ball 1. That is how we start off the top of the second. Seems to me that Cuthbertson has been having trouble locating that fastball, especially early in the round.
Definitely right about that.
1-0 pitch. That's rocketed towards Baker at second. Maybe a backhand that gets past him. Well, in the left field, a leadoff single for Layton.
It's usually a play that Baker makes. It was a tough play, but Baker, one of the best defensive players really on this whole entire Red Hawk team. Brian Smiley actually stated that he's one of those guys that you just trust out there on the field. You trust him defensively to make a lot of really good plays, and that's one that he did not make there, but he makes that one 9 out of 10 times.
Yeah, with the lefty Leto up, that Baker situated closer to second base was going to be a tougher play than if there's a righty up, such as Braden White, the catcher, who is up now, as Cuthbertson goes back to first. Not in time to get Leto.
Toledo already showing a big leadoff here, like you were saying, with his stealing 4 for 4. Interesting to see.
He's every stolen base this season for Toledo besides one. So really the only major threat for Toledo. First pitch to White is fouled off for strike 1.
I like to see Cuthbertson find that fastball, locate it, just settle in like he did later in the inning.
Well, it's interesting that first pitch there was an off-speed pitch, so
seeing him starting off with the fastball.
Could be something to change up the rhythm a little bit. Definitely worked so far. White hitting 200 to start off the year, on base 256, slugging 429. Cuthbertson goes back to first. And is not in time. Just checking in on Leto at first base.
Braden White, another player on this Toledo team out of the central area of Ohio that they've really located really well.
0-1 pitch. It is outside, and count will even up at 1-1.
Started in 9 games so far this year, now 10 for the Rockets. And White, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, has struck out 9 times.
Cuthbertson goes back to first. Leto goes to second, and now we have a rundown. Throw back to first is in time.
Really good job there by the RedHawks. Leto. That's huge. You like to see defensive plays out of this Red Hawk team where pitching struggled last weekend a little bit in that NKU series and struggled really throughout this entire season so far. So when you see that defense making good plays like that earlier in this one, that's huge.
Absolutely. And textbook rundown defense there from Miami. Just want to force 2 throws there. Don't want to make it too long. 1-1 pitch to White. Off speed again. Just missed the zone. Count will go to 2-1. Seems like our home plate umpire today, Bob Howard, is those low pitches so far have been tough for the Miami pitchers to get. 2-1. That pitch fouled off towards the right-hand side. That will, I think, make it to the parking lot on the first base side.
Another thing to notice about these low pitches is Toledo's not even swinging at them, so it might be something that they have kind of figured out early already in this one that those low pitches are not going to be in the Red Hawk favor today.
Yeah, it's a very good point. 2-2 pitch is outside. Breaking ball, not able to break. Count 1-4.
Be a big one for Cuthbertson to get out of here in a full count.
Pitch is just high and a hard earned walk for Braden White. Will get another rocket on base.
Really good at bat there from Braden White. Really good eye. Cuthbertson just really struggling to find the zone and can't put all the blame on him. Really, it looks like he's throwing some really good pitches on him. Kind of like that pitch as well there.
Yeah, he's definitely not missing by much as Cole Cahill, the first baseman, steps in for Toledo, another lefty on lefty matchup. First pitch is just inside for ball 1.
You won't believe this player, another player out of Volunteer Orange.
Seem to really be hammering that Columbus area for Toledo. 1-0 pitch. Breaking ball again. He chops towards first base and it's going to be in time. Applewick decided to take it himself, but White will be able to advance from first to second.
Really good job there by Applewick to stay calm there. It looked like it was going to be close for a second, but he stayed calm. Got the out there. No mistake made there by Evan Applewick.
So the types of plays that really bring a lot of defenses trouble, a lot of panic in those types of situations.
Just a little bit of panic can really mess up the rhythm there. And
good job by Applewick to take care of that. 2 outs here in the top of the second, but runner in scoring position for Toledo as Charlie Schoflin steps in for the Rockets. First pitch is low for ball 1.
Sullivan started 36 games last year for the Rockets. Became the team's primary shortstop as well last season. At 257 as well.
Schoflin batting 188 so far, on base 366, slugging 313. 1-0 pitch is fouled back. And we'll play another fastball there for Cuthbertson.
And Chauvin, like you said, batting 188 early in this season. This is a player that you really think is almost due here soon for the Rockets any day now. After a really strong freshman campaign last year, looking at the Rockets are really expecting big things out of him this season. Only 1 home run so far for him.
1 pitch is low and outside. That will go to 2-1. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Toledo has a man on second. Braden White after a hard-earned walk. It's important to note, though, it could be a lot worse for Miami considering they were able to get the speedy Leto out on the base paths. Was a little bit too aggressive and antsy then. Really good job by Cuthbertson, get him on the pickoff play.
Got to give Cuthbertson some confidence as well. When Leto is behind you on second, it's a little bit scarier.
Absolutely. 2-1 pitch. That popped into right field. It's going to be a tough play, but stays in play. And Tommy Harrison able to make the catch. Cuthbertson escaped another big jam again. Still scoreless. This is
remember the play is safe. Playing smart. Talking back home, they treat me like we just talking about where took it home, gave us.
Are you going to basketball after this, or?
I think I'm gonna stop by and watch the game. I want to. This game's gonna end right when that starts.
Yeah, I know.
Roughly, at least.
It's like, I didn't realize how much was going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab the gear for that hockey. Jeff, maybe. I think he's calling it. I didn't get told anything, at least.
I didn't. Honestly, I didn't think of that.
And that game starts at 6:30.
Was that 6:30?
I think it's 6:30.
That's tough.
Yeah. So far, this game's going quick
Yeah,
enough. But
we need that everyone needs to play.
were you calling basketball though? Senior night tomorrow, right? Women's.
I'm assuming so.
Still score one. Well,
Okay. Lock the second year at the game.
best man day.
By Gavin.
Number 16, Hayden.
For Miami, 3 up, 3 down. A lot of first aggressive first pitches.
Right. Yeah. A Miami team early in the season where they haven't been aggressive on the first pitches either. I mean, it was interesting to see Dylan Baker take the first pitch. He usually lets the first pitch go by, but he was confident enough to take the first pitch. Didn't go in his favor, but you kind of like to see the aggressiveness a little bit. His offense.
First pitch. This is the zone from Tabor. Start 1-0 to the first baseman, Evan Applewick.
And this is a really aggressive hitter in Applewick. He can really take the ball yard if he gets a hold of it, even in these cold temperatures.
That ball able to find the zone. And will even up at 1-1. Yeah, you mentioned how aggressive Applewick can be. He has 4 home runs on the season so far,
Right.
tied for the team lead. 1-1 pitch.
Yeah, 11 last, or not, I shouldn't say only. He had 11 last year, but
Yep.
with the pace he's at, you can say only. I mean, he's been crushing it so far this season. A really big jump for him. He was a good hitter last year.
Tabor misses outside. Count will go to 2-1. 2-1 pitch is high and go to 3-1 for Applewick. Now all of a sudden Tabor having trouble finding the zone. Had a very quick inning. Last time only had 5 pitches.
Really not even warmed up yet.
Yeah,
Still.
no, he really hasn't. 3-1 is outside, and Applewick will get on for a leadoff walk, the first base runner on the day for the RedHawks.
Better fielder, number 4.
Anthony. Saw the big go.
Orlando off to a pretty good start this season for the RedHawks. 6 foot or 75-pound senior out of Mississippi.
Hitting 385 to start off the year. Squares around the bunt, pulls away. Did he go? He did not. 1-0 start once again for Miami. Lingo definitely a threat with his speed. Miami pretty similar to Toledo speed, or to Toledo team. They use a lot of stolen bases. 1-0 pitch inside, almost got something.
He didn't even flinch either. I don't
He
think
did
he
not.
realized how close that was.
Yeah, I don't think he realized it until it was in the mitt of the catcher.
Right.
Just missed him, and the count will go to 2-0. Zarlingo this year 2 for 2 on stolen base attempts. That leads the Red Hawk squad. 2-0 pitch. Squares on the bunt again. He missed that one. Count will go to 2-1.
Zarlingo played for Harrisonburg in the Valley League this last summer. Played in 11 games, batting .238, .467 on base percentage. Pretty good summer for him. And a really good start to the season, like we were saying.
2-1 pitch. That is hit hard into center field and will be caught in center field by Leto.
Another one that just dies right before the wall for the RedHawks. It's 2 hard hit balls from them so far in this one early.
That number 10. Dominic.
A hard hit from no back to the first. That ball is hard hit soft. Sorry. That's eventually pictures. That is the Red Hawks as Dominic Pinsky, the third baseman, steps in for Miami. First pitch. Curveball in for a strike.
Finsky, the transfer out of Indiana State. Good pickup for the RedHawks this offseason.
Yeah, played minimally for the Sycamores, but following one of his former assistant coaches, Bryan Smiley. A 1 pitch, able to find the zone. Popinski quickly in the 0-2 hole.
It didn't play a lot at Indiana State, but the opportunity has been given to him here at Miami, and he's really done a good job with that opportunity so far. One of those players that gives a good impact on this Red Hawk team.
0-2 pitch is outside. Go to 1-2. A little bit of a different order there from Jacob Tabor in this at bat. Typically, I've seen a first pitch fastball, but decided the first pitch curveball to the lefty, Pinsky, and then a hard fastball on the second pitch quickly got him in an 0-2 deficit. Now it's 1-2. 1-2 pitch. Another curveball just missed the zone, and the count was even up at 2-2.
And that one looked really good from here. I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, I thought so as well. Based on the reactions, they weren't as surprised as we were up here. 2-2 count to the third baseman Krupinski. That is going to be tipped off the bat. That's Krupinski, and he will be staying alive. Did just enough there to foul off that 91-mile-per-hour fastball.
Just got a piece of it.
Just got to stay alive. At this point, the Red Hawks have their first base runner on for the walk from Evan Applewick. 2-2 pitch. Applewick goes. That ball hit into center field is going to be caught by Leto. His throw into first is in time.
Wow.
An unlucky break for Miami gets them doubled up, and that is how the second inning is going to end.
Leto, great throw to first base there. Unbelievable.
Tough break for Miami. Still scoreless after 2, bringing the top of the third. Right after this is Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio.
The throw.
Yeah, I didn't think that had much of a chance. My phone sucks.
Speaking of the Bryan Hill, the local
It's like it gets outside for like 2 minutes and all the stuff just shuts down.
and physical therapy,
My
orthopedic
hands are
care,
frozen, dude.
setting up a injury planning. Our specialists will get you back in the game.
It's a hand or
You can
Sure.
thank you to the amazing team of doctors and certified athletic trainers for the amazing service they provide to Miami student athletes and to the community. Whether it is the game of life or on the field, Beacon Orthopedic and Tri-Health are your healthcare partners throughout it all. Visit beaconortho.com or trihealth.com for more details on how they can help you. After laying a field on a cozy blanket of the field,
Good, all right.
never waste, know the truth and the but I can love my lady long and hard and lay it down around the lead guitar. There's no leave her loving heart again. Everything's heavy and my friends all miss me. I wanna drown in a rock of whiskey. Leave this small town for a while.
Alright, you ready?
Yep.
Heading to Paris on the late night.
Still scoreless.
Find a bar and dealing in a fire. Second base.
Top of the third is still Cuthbert sitting
Give you
for
win.
the Hawks 37 pitches in. Allowed 2 hits so far. He's got to have a couple mini jams after a leadoff batter. He's able to get on for Toledo in each of the first 2 innings. J.P. Wagner rounds out the order for Toledo, the second baseman. It's his first at bat here in today's game. Another lefty on lefty match, but I feel like we've seen a ton of those today.
Absolutely.
First pitch is inside for ball 1.
Thank you so much.
Another first pitch fastball from Cuthbertson. This is the zone. Faces an early 1-0 deficit. 1-0 from Cuthbertson. It is hit hard up the middle. Baker makes a nice sliding grab. Throw is in.
Wow.
Dylan Baker.
Whoa. That one got dug out proud up. Unbelievable play.
That was a tip of the cap type of play from
Right.
Dylan Baker. That was hard up the middle, but Baker got a tremendous jump on it, able to make a sliding grab, gets right back up on his feet, throws a C to the first baseman, Applewick, right in time.
There's the defensive plays that he can make. We were saying earlier when he missed that one.
First pitch to
Back to-
Hayden on sack. Slow for ball one. Man, that really changes the dynamic of this inning instead of another leadoff batter on foot Toledo facing one out. Empty bases for Consack, who doubled in his first at bat. Albertson
There.
able to find the zone of the count at 1-1. Defense shifted to the right, as you would expect, facing the lefty. Evan Applewick at first, just a couple steps away from the first base line. Pitch from in time to second. Throw from Buzzio in time to Applewick, and 2 up, 2 down for Miami. Seemed like
Third base,
defensive
three,
positioning was right
Corey
on
Settler.
cue there.
Yeah.
Buzzio at second has really shifted to his left or right towards first base. Able to go a couple steps to his left, and despite the initial bobble, able to get the throw to first in time. Pitch Sudbrook. It's fouled off down the first base line for strike one. Cuthbertson off to a much better start here in the top of the third than the last couple innings.
Yeah, he's getting that confidence, getting some rhythm on the mound, and it doesn't hurt when the defense is making plays like they have been early in this one.
Troy Sudbrook in for Toledo, leads the Rockets in average as he tips that one. Catching Novak and facing an 3-2 deficit here to round out the top of the third. Sudbrook hitting .289 coming into today's game. On base 340, and leading the Rockets in slugging percentage as well, 556. That's a couple home runs on the year as well. Swing and miss there off the ball. So
Toledo,
very
running down the hill.
for Miami. Great outing there for Cuthbertson. Just to the bottom of the third, still scoreless here at McKie Field. Back at those games.
The Bryan, Ohio is a local product. G&M.
I was thrown off because, like,
that are Ohio bottled.
I'm so confused.
Yeah, I don't know.
One.
Oh, it was Sudbrook last time too, but the name on the team had because it was number 8 last time, and that's why I was like, am I wrong with Sudbrook? Not number 8? That wasn't your fault. That was,
Yeah, please listed that way.
yeah, I mean,
I'm not sure what was up with that.
that's weird.
Keep the dust up. Always get it's a time to make it down.
I usually have like all the players like on the single dash and all, but I don't have time for it, so just once.
Leading off for the Red Hawks, the right fielder, number 25,
RedHawks.com.
Are you ready?
Yep.
In the third year, McKie Field still scoreless. RedHawks being on the first hit in this conference opener against the Toledo Rockets. They're able to get their first base runner last inning off the leadoff walk from Evan Applewick. First pitch from Tabor. This is the zone, and we'll start off 1-0 against the right fielder, Tommy Harrison. One-0 from Tabor. Curveball finds its way into the zone, and we move up the count at 1-1. RedHawks able to get something going bottom of the second, but after a hit from Lupinski right to the center field, Leto, as that is fouled off right behind the home plate, will go to 1-2. A tremendous jump on the ball from Leto in center field, and really good throw back to first base caught the RedHawks off guard, and that ended that second inning. Now Harrison facing a 1-2 count. Pitch. And is just high and outside for ball 2. Count goes to 2-2.
I actually like that pitch from Tabor with just a better eye there on Harrison.
And it could set up for a potential curveball here. 2-2. Tabor's done a really good job with that. That is exactly what it was. And Harrison was fooled on that one. Early strikeout for Tabor.
That was really a really good setup there from Tabor.
Now that is well.
Pretty much exactly where he started off that last pitch. Went into the opposite batter's box. So just never really had a chance at that one. Really good sequence there from Jacob Tabor. Brings up Buzzio, squares around the bunt, goes back at the last second. It's a wise decision. That will be ball 1. Buzzio hitting .282 to start off the year. 1-0 pitch to him. Even nick the inside corner. The count evens up at 1-1. Buzzio 391 on base so far. 385 slugging percentage. Looking to get something started here for the RedHawks in the bottom of the third. 1-1. Half swing there from Buzzio.
Regretted that one right after he swung halfway through it.
He did definitely not full effort swing there from Buzzio. Brings the count to 1-2. Tabor set and deals the pitch. Goes high for ball 2. And I can't help but wonder, Gavin, we saw last at bat. That's exactly the type of pitch that you would throw if you plan on throwing the curveball here. 2-2 pitch. It is a curveball, and it finds the zone for strike 3. That was a really good pitch. Second strikeout of the day. Second strikeout this inning off that curveball from Tabor to up to down 4.
Pitchers are really starting to feel it on the mound for both spots right now.
Left field.
Really good job.
Bryan go back. Last hitter off lineup. 2 outs swing bottom the third. From Tabor just missed the zone. We'll go 1-0.
Novak's younger brother committed to the RedHawks about a week and a half ago, so Novaks are staying in Miami. Big time for Smiley and company.
Pitch misses low. Outlook 2-1. The contrary to popular belief, Bryan Novak and David not related in this guy. So, but as
he will have a brother.
He will have a brother soon. 2-0 pitch just misses the side. Number 2, 3-0. And you have to think, is this an automatic take here for Novak in this 3-0 pitch?
I would say so.
Would imagine. 3-0 pitch. This is low.
I wouldn't take that one though.
I don't think he'd be swinging at that pitch anyway.
No.
And that was a 4-pitch walk for Bryan Novak. We'll bring up the top of the quarter, 5 ball saves for the RedHawks.
C8 for 24, tied.
Rodisich, an early hard dead ball ended up being caught. Foul in the game. It's maybe him.
Right down the there's a lot of room in that left field corner. First pitch, curveball. He hits it that way, and it is a caught. Wow, what a catch by the left fielder Luke Walton. It almost got in that corner that we just mentioned, but Walton just able to track it down, and another tough break for the RedHawk offense.
Unbelievable play there.
Tremendous break on that play by Walton. After 3, still scoreless here at McKie Field. Cuthbertson will look to continue.
Miami baseball returns to the March Saturday and Sunday as the RedHawks of their weekend series against Toledo. And one began both days. Be sure to get back to McKie Field at Hayden Park for this weekend's game.
Jeez, defensive battle. It's nice to see Miami's defense play well. They were struggling.
Yeah.
Pitching too. Cuthbertson gets that well.
Yeah, look at that stats. Like
been okay.
It's okay, but he just hasn't done a lot.
Yeah.
Like not a lot of things.
Yeah, he's feeling it right now. He's been pretty good. I don't know. Hmm. It's too bad. It's just
It's not that fun. It's not that fun. It's more fun than the others. Do you play baseball?
I played until 7th grade.
Gotcha.
Now I'm just a watcher.
Gotcha.
Back here at Hayden Park, where the RedHawks are knotted up 0-0 going in at the top of the fourth here. Rockets trying to start off something here offensively. It's been a defensive battle so far here, Bryan. And Luke Walton is going to be the conductor of this top of the fourth inning.
Walton could really turn this game around with a good at bat here. Made a tremendous catch to close off the bottom of the third off the
Absolutely.
hit from Batisech.
Struck out in this one already, though. Cuthbertson throws a strike there to start off this one. Good start for him.
Been a little shaky on his first pitch fastball. It's definitely good for him to get a first pitch strike though. It's really big.
That's going to just be outside there. Ball number 1, and it's 1-1.
It's really not that bad of a pitch to be
No.
honest. Just missed.
Cuthbertson really starting to feel himself on the mound, like we were saying. The last inning, just confidence is there. You can tell. That's been his miss throughout the start of this one. Just low there for ball number 2.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, Gavin, Cuthbertson's had some pretty good outings so
Mhm.
far this year. His last start against Northern Kentucky last Friday. Didn't give up any runs, just gave up 1 hit, but was only able to throw 3 2/3.
Been the Friday starter for this Red Hawk team so far as that one goes. By Novak there, and that's ball number 3, and now it's 3-1. Cuthbertson faces some adversity to start out the fourth here.
It just seems to me that his biggest struggle so far has been the longevity
Mhm.
and continuing that hot streak.
A little better of a showing so far here than last week, though, and as he gets a good strike there, a hard swing from Walton. He wanted that one bad.
Really did. He put everything into that one.
Seen Cuthbertson sitting around 89 to 91 in this one. That's hit hard. And Baker, will he make the play in time? And he will not, or he will, excuse me. They call him out. And another play there made by Dylan Baker. Just, Bryan, he's been amazing defensively, so always feels good when the ball's rolling towards Baker.
You definitely want your shortstop to be one of your best defenders, especially.
And he is that, if not
He is-
more.
Yeah, he has absolutely stepped up that area today.
Right. It's Trey Morano will step up to the plate for the Rockets. Morano struck out as well in this one already. Look at it. A big swing there from him. Talking about earlier, big frame, 6'6". Not the biggest dude size-wise, but 6'6", really long. And his strike zone is definitely a little bit different.
Yeah, we saw that in his
Right.
first at-bat.
Was one that would be a strike for anybody else, but that one's fouled off there.
Like Cuthbertson hammering the zone early on this at-bat with a different, maybe slightly bigger strike zone to Mariano.
0-2.
Taking advantage of that.
0-2 quickly for Mariano. He was in a competitive at-bat in his first at-bat. Took about, I don't know, 3 minutes,
Yeah,
Bryan. It
it
was
seems
the
like it.
longest at-bat that we've seen so far in the game was by Mariano's. Facing 0-2 quickly in this one. And that's a strikeout there. 3-pitch strikeout and an amazing pitch there from Cuthbertson. And you can feel the energy in the dugout for the RedHawks really starting to amp up.
Still,
Good job, especially early on, facing one deficit to Walton, able to recover from that and force the ground out. Just a dominant batter there against Mariano. Really good showing there.
And now Luke Leto up to the plate. Got stuck in a pickle after getting on base in his last at bat. But like we were saying, Luke Leto, the one with speed on this team, was 4 for 4 on stolen bases. Got caught in a pickle by Cuthbertson, so that brought some confidence for Cuthbertson. Now Cuthbertson down 2-0 early in this one.
I gotta say, whenever we talk about speed with baseball players, we usually talk about stolen bases. That's the most obvious. But that throw that Leto made to in the second inning for Miami, able to track that ball and make a great throw to first. That's another good example of his speed.
As this one's chopped to Applewick in first base, and Applewick will easily make the play, and that will retire the Rockets quickly in this top of the fourth inning. As
no hit.
it is still 0-0 here at Hayden Park. You're listening to Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio.
For tickets to your favorite sporting events, concerts, and theater events, visit Ticketsmarter.com. Ticketsmarter is proud to be the official. The RedHawks, the shortstop, number 6, Dylan Baker.
Back here at Hayden Park, where Dylan Baker will start off the RedHawks here in the bottom of the fourth. Still 0-0. This one, a defensive battle so far, and really the highlight of this one has been the pitching for both squads early. Dylan Baker looking to change that one, though, here, Bryan. It's been amazing so far in this season. Really one of the best players on this Red Hawk team on both sides. He's going to get a chop down third base and foul, and he's going to be quickly 0-2.
His impact felt defensively. It's made a few outstanding plays today, Gavin, but I just need someone to get on base. Getting a leadoff batter on base would be huge.
It's been quick outs for Miami so far, as that one's outside and a ball. Here now 1-2. But Dylan Baker, really good at the plate, really good eye, really good feel. For Miami, you got to feel a little confident with him at the plate at least. And that one's going to hit Dylan Baker, and he's going to get on first base there. Any way you can take it, Miami right now will take it. And now David Novak will step up to the plate with a man on first and Baker. Got to feel pretty good. Bryan just finally get someone on base. It's really been quick innings for the RedHawks.
And that's quite for getting something like the 7th hit by pitch this season. It's Miami.
And that one's chopped to the shortstop there. Double play ball. Yes. The Rockets quickly erase the runner on first, and they get a double play there off of Novak's chop to the shortstop. And that leaves no one on base now after we were Looking
Now that-
excited for that one there, Brian. Now Apple will step up to the plate, try to do something here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th.
Just another tough break for the RedHawks on offense.
But really all it's been today.
Yeah, it really has.
And that one is a strike there quickly as Applewick caught looking at that one. Applewick, you see him kind of take the first pitch a lot, so not shocked to see that one there. That one way outside and low for ball 1.
There's the one that could change the game with one swing of the bat for Miami. I don't think you'd rather have them run up than have an Apple with 4 home runs on the year, 16 RBIs, leads us both.
That one's fouled off right. A little late there for Applewick, but it's a piece of it. 1 and 2, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. But you're right there, Brian. Applewick, definitely one of the power hitters of this RedHawk team. Can make a difference in one swing. If that one's outside and ball. Just missed the zone there. Now 2 and 2.
That just missed for Tabor. He's really excelled at that pitch today.
Yes, he has. He's got at least 2 RedHawks on that one so far. And Applewick chops this one to stay alive. Now 2 and 2 is still. But yeah, Applewick, one of these players that can really make a difference with one swing of the bat. And right now, that's what the RedHawks need here. But you have to feel something. These cold temperatures makes it a little bit tougher on these guys for both squads, as that one is outside and misses the zone. Now full count here, Applewick faces.
Tabor thought he had that one. I think him and most of the Rocket defenders starting to strut towards the Toledo dugout. Just missed.
Tabor really liked that one. It's been quick innings for Tabor so far, as this one is crushed down the third base line, but picked up, and he is out. Evan Applewick out after a round to third base, and that will retire the RedHawks here at the bottom of the 4th. Still 0-0 here at Hayden Park. You're listening to Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio. Back here at Hayden Park, starting the top of the 5th here, where it's still 0-0 here in this one. It's just been all defense and pitching so far. So if you like that, then this is the game for you. Brian, what's been the big key so far for this RedHawk team defensively, really?
I mean, Dylan Baker. He's made some really good plays at the shortstop position, and Cuthbertson dealing with the base paths as well.
Cuthbertson throws ball 1 there. It's 1-0. Braden White at the plate right now for the Rockets, but for the Rockets defensively, it's almost felt like it's just been easier plays for them for the most part. Quicker innings for the Rockets. Defense, Brian, as ball 2 is thrown there from Cuthbertson really low. That's been his miss throughout this entire game so far. Just low ball.
Novak's done a pretty good job for the most part, not allowing many pitches to get past him.
Novak pretty good at that. That one's hit down, and that is not going to be made by Baker, and that's going to be a single there for Braden White. Almost looked like Baker was going to make a dive for it, but didn't feel like he could make that play, so it didn't. Probably a smart decision there
Yeah.
by Baker.
Yeah, Baker set up a little bit closer towards the third base line with the White.
20.
That one
Okay.
closer towards the middle, towards second base, just out of the range of Baker.
So now with the Rockets, with a runner on first, Cole Cahill will step up to the plate as he tries to bunt this one, but it's foul out down the third base line. But it looked like Dom Krupinski was ready for that one.
Yeah, that was a really hard hit bunt
Mhm.
from Hayden. Krupinski was right there. I
Right.
think he would have had enough time to make a play towards second base.
I do too. Something that was probably on the scouting report for Krupinski there, as he looked ready right away.
Yeah.
It's 0-1 here after that bunt that was tried to be laid down. And right there, Hayden Cuthbertson goes to first base. As White had a little bit too big of a leadoff for Cuthbertson's likings, as he reaches his 60 pitch count mark now.
White not really a threat on the base paths. Does not
No.
have stolen base attempts so far this season.
Interesting to see Cuthbertson even really throw there. And that's a strike right there. Cole Cahill was trying to lay down a bunt again. It looked like he was showing bunt on the second time now. 0-2 for Cahill. He faces a deficit early.
Good job there for Cuthbertson. I think a lot of pitchers get thrown off when they see a batter square
Mhm.
around, but hasn't bothered Cuthbertson there.
Not at all. And that's strike three. 3-pitch strikeout there. And Cahill gets caught looking for strike 3. Hayden Cuthbertson really starting to feel it here on the mound for the RedHawks.
About 5 strikeouts today for Cuthbertson.
That's fine.
Really showed up these past few innings.
So far, a really good showing for Cuthbertson, which didn't start off with the best first inning really for him, probably in his likings, but really starting to feel it since then. And now it's Charlie Scolvin's turn for the Rockets. And they're going to go to first base again. Cuthbertson will. As Braden White kind of showing a big leadoff, which is kind of interesting. Player that you really wouldn't expect to see that out of. But Cuthbertson does not like it at all. And that's ball number 1 there as he just misses the zone. Looked like it could have maybe been a strike there. Cuthbertson liked the pitch at least.
It was close. Yeah, you mentioned White not really much of a stolen base threat at first base, but it is important to know if you're able to limit that lead just a little bit on a ground ball, then you're able to increase your chance of a double play ball.
So that one's foul tipped just barely by Scolvin. Just got a piece of that one. Now 1-1.
Anytime you foul it back, right behind home plate, like, usually means you're right on it, just barely missed it, especially in fastball. So wouldn't be surprised if we see the off-speed pitch here from Cuthbertson.
He's had a good feel so far on the mound, so you would like to imagine he does something like that here, and that one's going to be missed high and outside. Really one of his first high misses of the game here.
Yeah, you mentioned most of his misses have been pretty low today. Typically doesn't miss high, and a really good play there by Novak to go up and get it, prevent the runner from moving up to scoring position.
Count now sits at 2-1 here with 1 out. Runner on first for the Rockets. And that's a swing and a miss right there, and strike number 2. 2-2 now for Cuthbertson. That's a big strike right there. Didn't want to get away from him. It's 3-1.
really.
That's been a big issue for Cuthbertson, if there's any issue, really, just getting away from the count early. But
Really good recovery there.
you're right about that. And they're going to go back to first here again. It's really not messing with Cuthbertson too much, though. White really not getting in his head. It seems like still throwing pretty well on the mound, even with Braden White. Causing fits leading off. And that's a strikeout there for Cuthbertson. His 6th strikeout of the game now, and he's tallying them up here in this one.
It's a really good at bat there for Cuthbertson after that miss on the one
Second base,
pitch
number
high.
12.
Might be one
Cherokee Wagner.
starting to get away from him a little bit, but two really good pitches after that.
Right.
6 strikeout on the day for them. Really good outing.
And now the second baseman, number 12, J.P. Wagner, will step up to the plate for the Rockets here. And that one almost hits Wagner there, just inside. Wagner kind of dodged at that one. Couldn't really tell from here how close it would have been if he wouldn't have moved, but seems pretty close.
Once again, another low miss for something we're a little more used to.
Right. That's strike number 1 there, right down the middle. Wagner caught looking there, and it's 1-1 with 2 outs.
With the lefty Wagner up, defense shifted to the right. Dylan Baker, the shortstop, right over second base, maybe even a step to our right.
Seen quite a few lefty on lefties today. And this one is picked up by Baker, and he's going to make the play.
Really good play there from Dylan Baker. It looks like it deflected off the glove.
Right.
It's in, but it did bother Baker at all, able to make a running throw in time to out. Really good play.
Not shocked by who made the play. It's still 0-0 going into the bottom of the 5th here in this defensive battle at Hayden Park. You're listening to Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. Back here at Hayden Park for the bottom of the 5th here as the RedHawks are going to try to get a run here and take a lead. Still 0-0. Bryan, his defense.
Anthony Toledo.
That's how efficient Tabor has been. Just 48 pitches so far through 4 innings.
Very quick innings for both teams, but especially Tabor and the Rockets. Anthony Zarlingo will be up here first as he takes ball number 1. That's just high for Tabor. And that's strike number 1 there for Tabor as Anthony Zarlingo didn't really agree with that call at all. Takes a step off. Deep breath there. Did not agree with that one. 1-1. And that one's going to be outside ball number 2.
Early trouble for Tabor so far. Big pitch here, 2-1 count.
Zarlingo started off the season pretty hot as he lays down the bunt there, and this one is beautiful. He's going to be safe at first. The speed of Zarlingo shows off there. The center fielder gets on base pretty easily there, and a perfect bunt as well.
That was unexpected in that situation.
Did not see that one coming at all.
Perfectly placed right in between the typically see that mentioned towards the first base line.
That one was
Doesn't
just
steal bunt that well right in front of the pitcher Tabor, but really good job by Zarlingo.
And now it's Dominic Krupinski up to the plate. He takes ball number 1 there. Tabor's misses have been really on the outside edges of the plate. He's been pretty good, but his misses have been consistently just outside. as he just passes the 50 pitch mark. Takes strike one there. Dominic Krupinski wanted that one back for sure.
It looked like a good fastball. It looked like a good pitch to hit.
Krupinski.
Upset of himself.
Krupinski kind of took a little jump of frustration at himself after it. And that's going to be low and outside for ball number 2. Now 2-1.
And Tabor just missed that.
It was a really good pitch by Tabor, to say the least.
Yeah, maybe low, maybe a little outside. Just regardless, a really good pitch, though.
And a good eye there from Krupinski. And Zarlingo goes for second, and he steals second base there. Anthony Zarlingo showing off the speed some more after he laid down the bunt to get to first, and now he steals second, and that's going to be a Red Hawk in scoring position here in the bottom of the 5th.
This is a Red Hawk team that steals a lot of bases, but Zarlingo definitely the biggest threat in that department. Now 3 for 3 on the season so far.
Zarlingo making an impact here in the bottom of the 5th. This one's foul tipped by Krupinski. It's now 2-2 to count. But Krupinski now has a runner in scoring position at the plate. So
Easily the best opportunity for Miami so far. Runner in scoring position, no outs still.
we were sitting at something where we couldn't even get the RedHawks on base until this inning. As this one's hit hard, and Krupinski's going to get a single there, and Zarlingo will stay at third. Now runners on first and third, and the RedHawks are starting to feel themselves with the bats here in the bottom of the 5th.
Really good job there by Krupinski poking that one the other way. Unfortunately for Miami, it's right into the club.
25.
I think that one would have been made
well in time.
Absolutely. Zarlingo wanted to show off the speed, but a good decision to stay there at third. Now it's Tommy Harrison with a runner on first and third for him up to the plate. Struck out earlier in this one, but there's a good opportunity here as that curveball is way outside and low for ball number 1.
All of a sudden putting some pressure on Tabor. Most adversity that he has faced all day.
If any adversity, really. I mean, it's
Yeah.
been smooth sailing for him so far, but if you were saying some adversity here with a runner on first and third, he's going to go to first base here. Krupinski was leading off a little bit.
I think Tabor trying to catch Krupinski off guard typically when expect to throw to first with someone on first and third, but Krupinski not fooled by it.
Krupinski goes for second. No one's covering second base, and Krupinski easily gets to second, and that's another stolen base in this inning for the RedHawks, and now runners on second and third, and an even better opportunity now for Tommy Harrison and the RedHawks.
Yeah, it looked like Toledo was trying to catch Zarlingo off guard with a fake throw to second base, but Zarlingo not fooled at all. Now runners second and third.
This one is hit foul down the first base line and into the dugout of the RedHawks, or of the Rockets, excuse me. Really, this is the first time that a hitter really had an opportunity like this so far in the game at all. And the RedHawks have a big opportunity to have a big inning with this start. No outs, runner on second and third. And he takes ball number 2 there. It's now 2-2 for Harrison. Tabor is building up some more stress on the mound right now.
And honestly, I'm a little surprised the defense is almost just behind with the bag. I thought they'd be much further in this situation.
That's ball number 3. Now a full count. Runners on second and third, and here's something big here. A big pitch for Tabor coming up here.
This is the pitch of the game, I would say, so far.
Right about that, and this RedHawk dugout is starting to really get loud. And the energy is all RedHawks, and that's a strikeout there. Swing and a miss, a big chop for Tommy Harrison, and that's going to retire him and get the first out of the inning for the Rockets.
Once again, it was another off from Tabor.
It's
been very effective for him.
Number 12. Let's go.
3 months they have come on that pitch. He's able to get Harrison there. I think this sitting fastball got full early on out.
And now it's Blake Buzio, the senior from Stowe, Ohio, that has a really good opportunity as well, with only one out, runner on second and third in the bottom of the fifth here. 0-0 still, but Jacob Tabor facing some adversity for the first time in this one. He's going to show bunt there. They're going to say he's pulled that one back in time, and that's going to be ball number one. Looked pretty close there, if you ask me.
Was he able to pull back just in time? Very, very critical that he did as well.
1-0 here, one out. And this one's fouled down the third base line and rolls into the Red Hawk dugout. Just got a piece of that one. Uzio did.
Really, anything in play would get the job done for Miami outside of a hard to hit ground ball.
Right.
Anything past the infield would get two easily.
Uzio knows that here. As this one's hit hard. And it's not going to get down, but here goes Zarlingo running to first, or running home, and he's going to score. Krupinski stays at second, but it's now 1-0 for the Red Hawks here in the bottom of the fifth.
Speed there. So you're thinking about really affected the flag. Walton able to make the catch, the throw, really off target, way short of the time to get. So really good job there. That's him just do his job and get it run in for Miami.
Krupinski still at second, but now it's Ryan Novak stepped up to the plate with two outs here. And a 1-0 lead, the first lead of this game and the first run of this game. So he takes strike one there looking. Ryan Novak's taken the first pitch a lot this season, so not shocker there to see him do it again.
And first pitch curveball there from Tabor. Probably not the pitch you want to swing at if you're Novak.
Novak takes another one looking there. Now 0-2 quickly, two outs. Tabor just trying to get out of this inning with minimal damage.
So again, anything past the infield should be able to get Krupinski in from second.
Krupinski. And that's going to be a ball. First ball there. Now 1-2. Saw a pause of emotion there. And that pitch was thrown and hit the glove.
Just missed. Just a little hot.
1-2, two outs. Runner on second, and this one's gonna bounce in. Good job there by Braden White to not let that one get past him. Advance Krupinski to third.
I think Tabor was setting up for another breaking pitch there, but he spiked that one way too soon. I think he overthrew that one a little bit.
2-2 with two outs here. Red Hawks lead 1-0. Runner on second, and Krupinski. Novak chops this one to the second baseman, and he is retired there easily. And that's going to get the Rockets off of the field now, and the Red Hawks score one in the bottom of the fifth, and now take the lead 1-0 here at Hayden Park. This is Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio.
Miami University is located within the traditional homeland of the Miami
Look here at Hayden Park for the start of the 6th inning here, where the RedHawks get the lead now 1-0 after a good bottom of the 5th there for them. Still Cuthbertson out on the mound for the RedHawks going into the 6th inning here. 72 pitches. So he throws ball 1. Common miss there, low again, Bryan.
Yeah, it is. When he's missed, it's been in that lower area.
And that's a big swing and a miss there for Caden Konzik. And that's strike number 1 now, 1-1. We've seen a lot of big swings by Toledo. They're really now down 1-0. You're probably going to see some more out of them.
Especially down 1-0.
This one's chopped, and this is going to be a cut. Are you kidding me? An unbelievable play there. A diving catch. He's going to tip his cap. Unbelievable.
Yeah, Blake Buzzio.
Blake
what a
Buzzio.
play. We've seen plays like that made by Dylan Baker, but I don't think he made it as good as that. I mean, that was going easily dropped in right next to the right field line, but Buzzio making a spectacular leaping grab. That is absolutely the tip of the cap worthy play.
The second baseman, Blake Buzzio. It's been defense, defense, defense for the RedHawks today, and that's another prime play for that. And Cuthbertson delivers a swinging strike there for the first pitch on Sudbrook. It's 0-1. It's 1 out.
First pitch curveball there from Cuthbertson. Nice change of pace.
And the energy keeps rising for this RedHawk team. That one skips past Novak there. Bounced off the plate high.
Yeah, that was a weird bounce that took. I think
Luckily.
it got the corner of the plate, but almost like halfway up the net behind home plate here.
Luckily, no runners on for Toledo. It's Cuthbertson. It's a 75 pitch count. Owen's inside there for ball number 2. 2-1 with an out. I'd like to see how long Cuthbertson can go now in the 6th inning.
Yeah, this has easily been his longest outing of the season so far.
And really building confidence the more and more he throws out there. And it's a swing and a miss, and the bat goes flying as well. This little slippage in the hands there for Sudbrook, and it's 2-2.
Wow, what a pitch there for Cuthbertson.
He's gonna switch out his bat, it looks like.
And honestly, the oddest thing about that to me, Gavin, is that when he let it go, the bat went like almost straight behind him. Usually when that happens, that's going up the first base line
Right.
for the lefty's case and going towards Toledo's dugout. But that went more behind him than anything. I don't know if I've seen anything.
Can't tell if he
Quite
switched
like
out
that.
bats or gloves or what it was, but he's back up to the plate and in the batter's box and ready for this pitch. 2-2 now. Hayden Cuthbertson with an amazing outing so far, looking to continue that one in the 6th inning. This one's chopped, and he's going to be retired there. A good effort by Sudbrook. Almost made it back, but Dylan Baker making a play once again for the RedHawks.
Yeah, that was a major shift there from the Miami defense. Baker made that play right side of second base, close for our view, closer to the first base side. So really good play there. Really good alignment there. The scouting report's
Been
smiling. It's been spot on for that.
It sure has been. It's shown with the defensive performance that has been played out so far for the RedHawks. Luke Walton up to the plate now. That one's missed low for ball number 1. But you gotta imagine if Cuthbertson can get out right here. Be returning for the 7th here, Bryan. The pitcher's warming up but I don't know. I mean,
yeah, it's that 81 pitches.
Yeah, this one's chopped again to Baker, and he'll make the play with these, and that's another inning of scoreless for the Rockets. And the RedHawks continue to apply the pressure defensively, and it's still a 1-0 lead going into the bottom of the 6th here at Hayden Park. You're listening to Miami Baseball on Red Hawk Radio. New pitcher here to start off the bottom of the sixth for the Rockets. It's Nathan Leininger. Pitched in 10 games last season for the Rockets. This one's popped up by Ty Bodicic and goes way outside of the ballpark and entering the parking lot. Almost hit the Starbucks behind us there, Bryan.
I almost made that fall. I think it was really high up there. Just initially what I'm seeing from Langer, really closed stance makes it hard to see the ball.
Really interesting. Can't see the ball until it's just about to come out of that hand there. Almost tricks me.
Yeah.
1-1 here though, as that one skips right past White.
That could help, especially if you don't throw as hard
Right.
as someone else. That ball could definitely creep up on a lot of batters, especially lefties.
But Bodicic gets the first look at him here. Sees that plate first, takes ball number 2 there, and it's now 2-1. Bodicic. Bodicic has had a really good season so far. One of the leaders of his team. This one's chopped down the third base line, hit hard. He's going to be out there. The play is made with ease there by Sudbrook.
That's another hard hit for Bass today. Just having bad luck today, over 3 so far. And then really can't be mad at
Shortstop.
Sudbrook made that play look a lot easier than it should have been, because that one was hit hard at first. Stayed calm and made that play. It's now Dylan Baker, the senior from Tampa, Florida's opportunity. You feel like he's almost due for something here, Bryan, as this one's chopped to third base again, and Sudbrook's been busy. And that's out number 2 for the Rockets quickly. It's Sudbrook once again, chopped down the third baseline. Seen that a lot for the RedHawks. Sudbrook's been pretty busy out there.
Yeah, that's the second time. Swing at the first pitch, being really good. Second time, it's ground about the third base. I mean, appreciate this down. I think this would be a first pitch take there. David Novak.
It's a little interesting that he's not taking the first pitch. This one skips past White, ball 1, but it's interesting that he's not taking that first pitch, because throughout the season, right, it's been like 100% of the time that he's taking that first pitch. So seems like during the week he changed that one up, and he's been taking the first pitch now. Hasn't been in his favor so far, but you don't hate it. This one's chopped down the third baseline and foul. 1-1 now. David Novak up to the plate right now, and with 2 outs. He's trying to get something going for the RedHawks here in this one.
Ringer making quick work of the Red Hawk top of the order.
Sure is.
Making it look a lot easier than you think it would be.
He's had some big misses, but they haven't affected him with no one on base. 1-1 here, 2 outs. Another one skipping past White there. You'd like to imagine if the RedHawks can just get Novak here on base, that maybe some damage can be done with all these pass balls.
Yeah, you would think so, especially with a new pitcher in for Toledo.
2-1. Novak lowers his stance. It takes the strike. I don't know if anyone in here agrees with that one.
That looked pretty high to me. That looked
very high, but it's gonna be
near the letters on the jersey.
It's gonna be strike 2, 2-2 now, 2 outs. This one popped straight up and over the Rocket dugout. But a very interesting call in that last pitch.
Especially on 2-1, it's a big difference. But credit for Novak for not letting it bother him too much and continuing to fight on the next pitch.
Stayed in it.
Just gotta leave it in the past.
Forgot to mention that after the end of the top of the 6th, there was a little bit of chirping going on, and it looked like it was enforced by Toledo, maybe just getting a little frustrated after the end of that inning, but nothing of it so far as another pass ball goes by White. That's a pretty big miss there by Leininger.
Seems like when Linger's missed, he's missed really bad.
Yeah.
A lot of pass balls we've seen from him. I should say wild pitchers and a pass ball is good. Same difference.
Novak full count here. He faces 2 outs, no one on base. He's going to take ball number 4 there. It's low and outside, and Novak will get on base for the first person in this inning for the RedHawks. But now it gets interesting because Leninger has had some wild pitches so far, and now the RedHawks maybe get a chance to do something with that with a runner on base and Novak. And Evan Applewick, someone that can make a difference with one swing, like we said earlier, is up to the plate.
Back, I'm sure, aware of the wildness of Langer.
Like to see what he does. That one inside and low for ball 1. 1-0, 2 outs. But Applewick out of South Dakota has a big opportunity here. 2 outs, trying to make a difference in this one. It's only a 1-0 lead. Like to grow that lead if you're Miami. He tips that one. It's ball, or strike number 1, excuse me.
Yeah, really, really big difference here. Hawks had some insurance runs in this inning. The difference in a 2-0 game versus a 1-0 game.
Right. Especially with the way it's been defensively, you'll take anything you can get. Applewood takes ball 2 there as that one's outside. Leninger, very big frame as well. Talked about his close stance, a super big frame too. And that's outside again. That's been his miss is outside for ball 3 now. 3-1. He faces the righty Evan Applewick.
You're facing a little bit of trouble here. I think this has to be the exact pitch that you want for your Applewick. Just looking at one spot.
When it looked like Leninger was going to get out of this inning quickly, it's been not that now as he walks another one here. And now there's runners on first and second, and they're going to meet in the mound. When Leninger looked like he was going to get out of the inning quickly, now 2 back-to-back batters walked, and they're going to meet on the mound and talk over some things. Maybe just settle them down a little there, Bryan. What do you think they're talking about? What's the message you would send?
I mean, just like settling down, like you mentioned, not focusing too much on pass. Just pitch here, try getting around the ball, things up, third, second. There's one pitch away from getting out of this. I think that'd be the message I would have on Ethan Landon, the first year pitching coach for.
Meeting's over, and Anthony Zarlingo ready to step up to the plate. Zarlingo was hit already in this one. Showed off his speed as well. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Zarlingo with an opportunity. This one's perfectly placed down the first base line. And we're going to get some runs scored here. Novak scores. And here comes on Applewick. Applewick's going to score 2. And that's a triple there for Anthony Zarlingo. And it's now 3-0 for the RedHawks. And Zarlingo is hyped up as well as this Miami dugout.
A perfectly close hit for Anthony Zarlingo, snuck by the glove of Joe Cahill at first base, got right into the corner of right field. A stand-up triple for Anthony Zarlingo. When you have that speed as well, that is just absolutely deadly. Something that really opens the game up for Miami.
The speed has been showed off by Anthony Zarlingo multiple times now in this one, as that one was placed perfectly down the first base line and traveled all the way to the back corner by the Ellie De La Cruz sign out there in right field. Unbelievable. And now Zarlingo on third. It's a 3-0 lead. It's a 2 RBI triple for him. And Dominic Krupinski up to the plate now. He swings and misses on the first pitch there. But really opening up the lead now, 3-0. Some confidence really steaming through the Miami team now.
It's a huge at-bat there for Anthony Zarlingo. It's really made a difference for the RedHawks today. Just think about in the 5th inning as well, that bunt that got him on board where he was able to score.
So another swing and a miss there from Krupinski, but 2 really big swings from him in the first 2 pitches. Really wants to get a hold of this one, score his teammate in.
Huge. Get another one for Miami. Every one counts for sure.
And that one's a low ball there. Krupinski will take that one. 1-2 now.
gotta keep fighting here if you're Penske.
RedHawks faced 2 outs, and then all of a sudden, it's been sunshine and rainbows from there on as they scored 2 runs, walked the first 2 batters to get 2 on base, and then Zarlingo with a big opportunity took it. It's now 2-2. Quincy takes that ball too. Fouls this one off. That one's gonna go outside of the ballpark. Staying alive here is Krupinski.
Yeah, Krupinski just doing what's being asked of him at this point. I mean, just fighting and fighting. Any way you can get on must be huge for this Red Hawk offense.
Krupinski out of Michigan. As that one's gonna be fouled off. Just got weird swing on that one. Got a piece of
That
it.
was a weird swing. It was
Looked like it was a little low on the bat.
yeah, it looks like it just got towards the handle of his bat, like a
Right.
50% swing. But
Yeah.
look, it gets the job done. It's very frustrating for a pitcher when you keep doing this.
Right. Stays in it. Still 2-2, and that's ball 3. Full count, 2 outs, runner on third. And Nathan Liniger, when he was almost out of this inning, it's been disastrous
You
since
can
then.
tell he's frustrated. He just missed that one. Body language there showed a lot of frustration from Langer.
Baseball, big game in the mind, as you all know, but Liniger needs probably just settle down and get out of this inning and big. But the Rockets are going to have a lot to face and maybe some more.
Another foul tip for Krupinski. Just really adds to the intrigue of what's at bat.
Full count still, 2 outs. Penske. He's going to get walked there, just misses the zone, and what an at-bat from Dominic Krupinski. Now runners on first and third, and it's Tommy Harrison's chance.
That
2
right.
strikeouts today.
25. Tommy Harrison.
Big opportunity for him.
Yeah, this is awesome. But April just keep fighting. Right now, frustrating the pitcher. But get a very hard-earned walk.
Yeah, you want to definitely an earned walk there from Krupinski. As they go to first there, but Krupinski gets back in time. Henninger trying to get out of this one. Not score any more runners for the RedHawks. Tommy Harrison has other in mind as they go back to first again. Krupinski gets back in time.
It's really interesting that Laker's gone back to first base twice now. Penske seems interesting in a situation where just one pitch could end the inning. Penske does have 3 stolen base attempts on the year.
And that's strike 1 there. It's 0-1 now. Painted the corner there of the plate. A well-placed ball from Liniger. That might be what he needs to see.
Penske 1 for 3 on the year on stolen base attempts, so could be a reason.
Krupinski's going. They're going to let him go to second wisely. That's a stolen base for Krupinski. Pretty effortless there, Bryan.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get, rundown in between first and second, which would allow Zarlingo at third his speed to score.
But Liniger smartly just lets Krupinski advance to second. As strike 2 is thrown there. It's no 0-2.
And honestly, I think that gives Liniger a lot of peace of mind, just knowing, okay, well, I don't have to worry about him at first anymore. I could really just focus on the batter.
Right. I think it's big for him right now. So he just needs to get out of this inning for Liniger. But this one is fouled off, and it's going to stay alive there for Tommy Harrison at the bat.
But the downside of that is that if ball here for Harrison gets past the infield, I mean, you get 2 more runs in for Miami rather than just 1. So, I mean, that's the risk that you run if you're running out.
If we see another ball like it's Zarlingo placed, then be some more damage. Some talks going on now.
Yeah, we saw Liniger step off the rubber, and I think the Miami bench and manager Brian Smiley is asking for a balk here.
It looked like it might have been a balk, to be honest, Bryan, but I don't think that's going to be the call here. Say no balk there. That would be huge. Disastrous mistake if that would have been the case.
Yeah, it just seems that Lakers being bothered mentally by the base runners.
And that's a strikeout there. Swinging. Tommy Harrison struck out by Nathan Ledinger, and he finally gets out of this inning. It's a big inning for the RedHawks as they gain 2 more runs and take a 3-0 lead now, growing this one here at Hayden Park. Miami leads 3-0. You're listening to Miami Baseball on RedHawk Radio.
Is able to on the DH 0 for 2 today for the Rockets, who are now down 3-0. They need to get something going here. 1. Jeffs misses the zone. Not really sure where that missed, to be completely honest with you, but the count will even at 1-1.
Carson Byers has a rubber arm. Let me tell you, this guy could definitely throw a lot of pitches. We've seen that in him. He's gone many innings, but honestly, the expectation with him on the mound is probably for him to go the last 3 here and get out of here with a win.
It's a swing and miss from Mariano, and that will go to 1-2. 1-2 pitch. And a swing and miss off-speed pitch. Got Mariano out early, and that is 1 up, 1 down for Miami.
One thing I really like about Carson Byers is the confidence he brings on the mound. I mean, one of the most confident pitchers in this team, if not the most. He has a swagger on the mound, and I really like that about him.
We saw him strutting right behind the mound after that strikeout. You always love to see the moxie and the confidence of a pitcher like that, especially in this situation. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. First pitch to Leto is low for ball 1.
Byers probably the best reliever on this team, I would say. So far in the season, he's proved that. He's been really the go-to guy for this team.
He hammers the strike zone. Exactly what you're about. That got the knob of Leto. Almost hit him, but the check swing there was able to get the knob of the bat, and the count will even up at 1-1. Mentioned Byers so far, 1.88 ERA. Leads the team in innings, 14 1/3 coming into today's game. He's given up just 4 hits. Has 14 strikeouts this season. Toledo just tips that one. The count go to 1-2.
And on Sunday, he came in and got the win for the RedHawks, but really pitched really well in that one as well. Defensive battle, kind of like this game. A little more runs scored, but overall, Byers really good in that one.
Myers fires it outside and it's just a smidge outside for ball two. That will even it up at 2-2. The Miami dugout thought he had that one.
Looked like he had it from here.
Oh, wow. In time, got them looking 2-up, 2 strikeouts for Carson Myers. And awesome. Well, there from Myers got Hayden off base.
That one was disgusting.
Great pitch from Myers. That will bring up Hayden White, the catcher. 1 for 1 today. A single and a walk. So has gone on base in both of his plate appearances so far today. First pitch from Byers. Just low, maybe inside for ball one. I'd say Byers isn't the hardest thrower in the world, but he just hammers the strike zones really, really good. 1-0 pitch, about the same spot. I'll bring it to 2-0.
And from a reliever, that's really all you want. Someone that can find the strike zone. That's a really good feeling and a lot of confidence you can have when you know the guy that's coming in is going to be able to find the strike zone and be really efficient.
As the lefty has the little cradle routine, because he misses that one just high, kind of cradles the ball in his glove, kind of like how you would carry a baby right before he throws the ball. I don't really remember seeing that from him last year. At least I didn't notice it as much as I notice it now. 3-0 pitch from Byers. Finds his zone. That first strike in this at bat.
First time Byers has really faced adversity so far in this inning. Giving up 3 balls quickly.
Byers working very quickly. Defense shifted to the left. 3 fielders on the left side of second base. Finds his zone again. White thought that was ball 4. He was en route to first base, but the count's going to run full instead.
And that's another example of Carson Byers just finding the zone and just knowing his zone.
The cradle. The 3-2 pitch. Byers pokes that one towards second base. Play made by Buzzia. And time 3. Up 3, down 4. Carson Byers. And we are going to head to the stretch. RedHawks up 3-0 here at McKie Field. Stay tuned. This is He's done for the
Leading off for Miami. Second baseman, number 12, Blake Lucio.
off of one hit, Hawks, one strikeout. The lingo. First pitch is low.
Johnny Scariotis. Fun name there.
Yep.
It's the pitcher now. This one.
Has a check swing to
Oh.
first base, but it's going to be in time. It'll be one up, one down for Scariotis.
An unfortunate kind of break there for like Buzzio. I don't think he really wanted
That big left fielder.
that one.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a check swing there from the second baseman, but he almost made it out anyways. Able to make the play. That brings up the left fielder Novak. First pitch is low for ball one. Novak 0 for 1 today with a walk. His first plate appearance. 1-0 pitch. That is going to
This one might hit us.
Oh, that is going to about 10 feet. Hit the bleacher. Gavin, I never told you about the story last year where I caught a foul ball here. If it's right here, there was a lefty up. The ball's like kind of curving, like right behind home plate. Took one bounce and bounced right to where you are standing right now. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be hit well into right field. Might get to the wall. Might get past the right fielder. Anza go as a stand up double for Bryan Novak.
He's gonna wave to the dugout. The dugout having a good time in this chilly weather. It's always a good feeling when you're cold but winning. Feel a little bit warmer. And right now, I think it's a little cold in the Toledo dugout.
Now that is Bill DA, number 24.
Ball in the world for quarterback. Perfectly in place for a great double there for the left fielders. That brings up the top of the order. Ty Badisech. Over 3 today, but 3 hard hit balls. First pitch is high, ball 1.
And I talked about the energy of the dugouts, and that was a big thing in the series last weekend here when Northern Kentucky came and visited for the weekend. It was a big switch in dugout really throughout the entire series.
No pitch swung on by Badisech, missed. It gets past the catcher White, and Novak advanced to third.
But that was a big playing factor really in every single game. It felt like in that doubleheader on Friday where Northern Kentucky lost in the first one, they had like no energy, and then they ended up scoring 19 runs later that night in the second game. So it was a big switch, and then
One of Badisech hit hard into right field. That is going to get the job done. At least catch made. Novak's going to stride. Win. That is a 4-0 lead for Miami.
really good job by get the bats going in the last 3 innings.
Dylan Baker.
0 for 3 on the team. Hit the ball well, especially with that RBI. Really doing a good job so far in this game. RedHawks up 4-0. First pitch to Baker is in for a strike.
And there he is taking the first pitch. Haven't seen him do that at all today. Normally takes the first pitch. If you watch a lot of Miami baseball, know that, but does it there again.
0-1. So side count evens up at 1-1 here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Miami has really turned on the offense after scoreless first 4 innings. Miami has scored a run in each of the 5th, 6th, and now 7th innings to take a 4-0 lead over Toledo. As that ball gets past the catcher White, the count will go to 2-1.
Seen a lot of passed balls in these last few innings getting past White. Not all really his fault by any means, but interesting.
Yeah, especially after the starter tablers that
Right.
a lot more. 2-1 pitch. That is crushed into left field. It's high up there, so it's going to go fast.
That Myers hit that dorm building. It was destroyed.
Honestly, that was the direction it was taking. If you hit a ball that hard, these temperatures, can only imagine how hard it would be if this is one of the later games we would see towards the beginning of May.
Speaking about temperature, it's too cold for March right now.
2-2 pitch is low. That's what I wanted to tell full. Yeah, amen to that. It definitely doesn't feel like March right now, especially the weather we've had earlier this week and last week as well. We did not get that luxury. 3-2. Check swing. Did he go? He did not. That will be a walk for Dylan Baker.
Really good at bat there from Baker. Probably thought he deserved that one as well after he crushed that one foul, but
That will bring up the catcher, David Novak. 0 for 2 today. A walk. Last
Now that is slowing up. Wow.
Score on the triple from Sarlingo. The pitcher, Donnie Stereotis, they came into today's game with ERA of 9 on the dot. This is his third appearance on the year, throwing 3 innings so far this season. Has given up 3 runs, all earned on 4 hits. First pitch to Novak is low for ball 1.
good take there by Novak.
86-mile-per-hour fastball there from Scariatis. 1-0. Check swing from Novak. Did not go. Was able to hold it back. Count will go to 2-0. Field outfield playing about normal depth. 2-0. Swing and miss there from Novak. Up fastball middle high. Novak wanted all of that one. Just missed. Two-one count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch from Scariatis. Another swing and miss from Novak. A pretty similar pitch. Was able to
Get a piece of that
yeah,
one to stay alive.
just enough. When the first Baker was going, so he'll be sent back to first. Could have been a hit and run situation there.
Gotta imagine he was gonna go either way there at Baker, but fortunate foul. He can just poke one and play here. Novak can keep this inning going.
Scariatis goes back to first to check in on Baker. Baker in with plenty of time. Looks like there is some action going on. Miami bullpen both throwing just some initial movements. Would have to think Byers becomes back out. 2-2. Got him.
Huge.
Got David Novak with 2 strikes on him. Miami will have 2 base runners on with 2 outs here in the 7th.
And this is one of those days where you really don't want to get hit by a pitch or just
No,
other reasons.
Number 16.
It's pretty cool. Definitely doesn't feel too well, but Novak took that one like a champ and trots to first. I don't think I would be able to just trot.
I would definitely not like it, especially temperatures like this. It's bad, eating on the mound. Supposed to catch the white, scared on us on the mound. Steps in for the RedHawks. Applewick 0 for 1 today with 2 walks. First pitch. Almost went. Did not. Probably should have. That was in the zone for strike 1. Applewick's got a lot to work with. He's got Baker on second, Novak at first. Could to extend the Miami lead. 0-1 pitch. Swing and miss there from Applewick. Didn't quite look like a fastball there. Scary odds will bring the count to 0-2.
Scariatis pitch away from getting out of this one.
0-2. The pitch. Check swing. Did he go? He did. And that will be strike 3 and out number 3 for the RedHawks. But they're able to add
For Miami, bottom of the 7th.
7
Well, hey,
Miami's up
score
4-0
said we could play any
for them
play.
to lead
Miami
the
4.
Rockets.
Toledo 0.
Back top of the 8, just put
Miami University Athletic, you like to think?
And walk that 4-0 for the Rockets. And then conference for each of us. Second, others.
Early.
Yeah, that must make a huge difference. Have to add they will be at home next week as well, as Miami is one of the most southernmost teams in the Mid-American Conference. Then let's take up the host early in conference play. First pitch from Byers to Cahill is in time for strike one. We are underway.
Fires with a really good first inning in the last one, trying to continue that one here in the eighth. Keep the train moving.
0-1 pitch. Well, going to be poked towards left field, but a little bit too high up there. Novak's able to make the catch easily for outfield.
Good job there by Novak. Track that one down pretty easily.
Short
First looked like it was going to
Charlie.
drop quickly, but it stayed up there a little bit longer than I thought it was, at least.
Yeah, especially with the defense shifted the way they were. There was a
Right.
lot of open room over there. So good play by Novak to get over there quickly as we bring up the shortstop. Shovlin 0 for 2 today. First pitch. It was outside for ball number 1. Gotta say, when Byers misses, he really does not miss by much.
No,
We've
it's
seen
close.
some wild misses today from
Right.
a few different pitchers, but it doesn't really happen with Carson Byers. 1-0, swing and miss.
What a good pitch there by Byers. He is putting on a clinic right now, continuing the good pitching for the RedHawks today. And it's a really big confidence boost for this RedHawk team if they can continue.
Hammered down the field line, gets past the third baseman Krupinski, but foul. Count will go to 1-2.
But if they can just continue the good pitching going on into the weekend, yeah, big time improvement start off this season where pitching struggled a little bit, Brian.
Yeah, it feels like a world of difference from this game to last Friday.
Right.
1-2, as hammered in the air, really, really high up there, but it's going to be another easy catch for Novak. He makes the catch, and 2 up, 2 down for Miami.
Second base.
Last week's game,
12.
doubleheader,
JP win.
Northern Kentucky. First game was somewhat looking at 7-1 victory for the RedHawks, but the second game, the game that started at 4:15, a 19-18 defeat. A pretty wild game here.
4.5 hour long game as well. I mean, just no one could get each other out. It was just a hit fest.
First pitch to the second baseman Wagner in time. A really good first pitch curveball there from Byers, brings the count to 0-1. And one of the consequences of that second game, Gavin, is we got a full-on night game here. Something that doesn't really happen often is that pitch misses high to bring the count to 1-1.
Starting to get a little dark here with the clouds getting into the evening, but not a night game. So did get lucky and get that one on last Friday. It's a plus of a doubleheader.
That's gonna be chopped down the left field line foul. Count goes to 1-2. Byers one strike away from getting out of this inning scoreless.
That one ended on Friday night at about 9 o'clock. So
When did you start?
about 4:15.
What about the first game?
First game started at 1.
So that's a long day for
Yeah.
for everyone here, whether it's
Yeah.
players, announcers, or various managers, student workers here.
Parents.
Yeah, parents, people attending the games. 1-2 pitch from Byers. Oh, just misses low for ball 2. No, he gets up 2-2.
Byers had a celebration ready and everything. I was getting excited. I wanted to see it.
Yeah, the dugout certainly was ready as well. 2-2 count, 2 outs here. At the top of the 8th inning, RedHawks up 4-0. Pitch from Byers. That is going to be wailed and right to third base. Throw is in. No, from Lupinski. Nice scoop from Evan Applewick. It's not quite the weather ice, but Applewick is still providing the scoops. And Toledo still scoreless. A good job by the Byers.
The athletic mission is to graduate champions by providing guidance and support. Miami students committed to their unyielding pursuit of academic and athletic. Number 4.
Good thing. Actually, no, I didn't know. On the 8th year at Miami University, McKie Field at Hayden Park. RedHawks up 4-0 as these are Lingo steps in. That broke his bat and will drop in right over the third baseman Sudbrook. So Lingo will cruise into second with an odd double that will still count. And Miami will get the leadoff batter at second base.
I think he's a little upset about his bat right now, but hey, he got a double. I don't know. I mean, it's been a pretty nice day for Anthony Zarlinga, so
Yeah,
hopefully he doesn't let that ruin it.
Really has. He's 3 for 4 today and served the game. The RedHawks so well.
I mean, a clean break.
That's right. Often see a medic bat break like that, but it's everything like this. It's certainly possible. It's happened to a few people I know. It's happened to my brother as well.
I gotta take a picture.
First pitch to Pinsky is low for ball 1.
Bat just walked by us. It was a clean break.
Yeah, got it right.
Got a close-up look at it.
Right on the handle. Was able to just get past the infield. Looked like Sudbrook was going to make an over-the-shoulder catch, but wasn't quite able to. That is poked into right field back to Pinsky. That is almost going to get to the ball. Gets to the warning track, so Lingo will get him standing up. Pinsky will dive in for another double, and Miami extends the lead to 5-0.
Redhawks have really taken off since the 5th, and it's just been all Red Hawk since then. It started off with a game that was really defensive and all about the pitching and the defense, but turned into the Redhawks taking advantage, getting hot with the bats.
Yeah, it really changed the fifth inning for Miami after Zarlingo was able to get on, eventually score. First pitch misses the zone to pitch hitter Dom Macliaca. Pitch hitting for Tommy Harrison.
And he was the reserve for the first 3 seasons here, 17 games played last year.
Gets to the pitcher and was in time to be out number one, but Krupinski is able to advance to third.
Magliacca on limited time last year didn't do a whole lot with the bat, but senior this year.
How about it?
Some great
Number
opportunity.
12. Blake.
Hitting.
Go.
We'll see Magliaca struck out the top field. Places Harrison out. Imagine out there, Buzzio steps in. First pitch, swing and a miss for number one.
Buzzio's got an opportunity here with runner on third and Krupinski. RBI here for him.
Scariota's still in for Toledo. That pitch is going to be clubbed to right field. It's going to stay in. I don't know if it's going to stay fair. Actually,
That one goes
take it
out.
back. That is not going to stay in.
It looked like a breeze took it, but I don't see a breeze, so I don't kind of slice that one.
Yeah, it just
Golf
kept,
term.
just kept flying towards that direction. Thought it was going to stay in the ballpark, but evidently not. And the count will go to 0-2. Runner on third base with 1 out. Pitch is clubbed high in the air. I don't think that's going to make it out of the infield. It's going to be caught by Cahill for an out number 2 here in the bottom of the 8th.
How about it? Let's fielder.
That was a lot over Novak, the left fielder. 1-2 has a walk, double, and last at bat. First pitch is outside for ball 1.
It slipped out of White's glove there. Could have been disastrous if it would have traveled farther away from him. The runner on third.
Close by enough. That
Yeah.
wasn't a huge issue, but yeah, with the runner on third would be a big problem. 1-0, fouled back. Even up, 1-1. Field playing pretty deep about the edge of the infield and outfield. 1-1 was outside again. Count will go to 2-1 against the left-handed Novak. RedHawks up 5-0 here. Have scored in each of the past 4 innings. That pitch misses outside again. We'll go 3-1.
One thing the RedHawks have done as well with these hits is they've scored with them too. The struggle that they've had in the season a couple of times has been leaving runners in scoring position, and haven't done that much today and really taken the opportunities of all their hits. 6 hits, 5 runs. It's pretty good numbers there.
Swing and a miss from Novak runs the count full. When the payoff pitch from Scariotis deals, it is outside. A walk for Novak, his second day. I will bring up the top of the order, the DH. I've got it.
DH.
Yeah, hit the ball hard today. Was able to get a sack fly in his last appearance. Still having that big down.
Might not show up on a stat sheet too much today with just the 1 RBI, but he's done a lot. DHing, he's done his job pretty well.
He's got runners on the corners. He wants to add that RBI total. He will poke that into left field, and that will not get down. Another great play by the left fielder, Luke Walton. He is still down. I think looks like he injured himself on that play. Regardless, a phenomenal catch to end the 8th inning.
You hope he's okay, but what a play. That's like a Sports Center top 10 dive. He gets up there, though. Looks like he's walking on his own feet, so that's good news.
That was
Miami
the second
bottom of the
time
eighth.
today
One
he
run,
has taken
two
a
hits.
good hit away from Ty Battisett. He pulled third as well.
They didn't
He
play.
is up on his feet and
95.
jogging off.
Toledo there.
Like to see him be okay.
Unreal that he made that play. Just props to him.
Fortunate day for Ty Battisett. Continues really and but hey, Miami up 5-0 though, look to close the deal. Flyers down. Back up. Baseball.
He's like working the red friggin' like he's riding. It's not only
Done any Chatterbox games yet this year?
No, not this year.
Was it Chatterbox last year too?
Yeah, well,
to build the road legacy at Miami. Join us. Champion strong in our traditions alive. Visit redlegacy.com to make your impact.
One time I did it, it wasn't really enough screen, but it's I guess that's Chatterbox.
Yeah.
It was interesting. It wasn't a whole lot of talk about it. To be honest, he would just go on and on about stuff. I'm just sitting there like he would randomly, they would just be like a break and he'd be like, so Bryan, top of the ninth year at McKie Field. Carson Byers looking to close the door here for the RedHawks as the top of the order is up for the Rockets. Hayden up for Toledo. Toledo's got a lot of work to do, down 5-0. First pitch from Byers is high for ball one.
Going close to the head there. Don't see Byers missed like that very often. Like you were saying, when he misses strike zone, it's very close for the most time.
And it looked like a breaking ball that just didn't get any break on it. When a pitch is chopped towards first base, Applewick able to get it, flips it to Byers in time for out.
Always nice to see the pitcher getting on some action defensively. The dugout likes it a lot too.
Now that's enough. Third base.
One down. Bring it up.
All right, Sudbrook.
Sudbrook, third baseman, 0 for 3 today for the Rockets. Once again, the defensive alignment pretty similar. 3 infielders to the right of the second base bag towards first. First pitch from Byers. That is hit right towards Swazio, playing in a shallow field. Throw is in time. 1 pitch, 1 out. Now 2 outs on the inning for Byers.
What a really good performance by Byers in this one so far. I mean, he's really done a good job coming in and relieving and doing his duties very well. He does this a lot. Someone you can really trust, and good to see him out here putting in some really good innings.
He has retired every batter he has faced.
Batting for Toledo, number 17, Brandon.
Job here. There's 2 outs in the top of the 9th inning. Looks like we have a pitch hitter for Toledo's Brandon Lukic. First pitch to him, swing and miss. 0-1 count. Byers just rock solid so far. Doesn't seem like anything is bothering him.
2 strikes away here from closing the deal and giving the RedHawks a win in this one and starting the series off the right way.
Byers finds his zone again. Now 1 strike left. Conference opener win for the RedHawks. 0-2 count. Byers with the cradle. And the pitch. Poked into right field. Can he get down? And does not. A diving catch made by Magliacca. And what an exciting way to get the victory for the Miami RedHawks. It seems very fitting that they led by defensive pitching. Carson Myers and diving catch made by McKie. That makes the game for Miami, doesn't it?
What a game. This one feels bigger than just an opening series win. It's the opening back win as well. And this team put on a defensive clinic, and that's just something that you really like to see. It's going to struggle. I mean, they've had a lot of games with, like last Friday, giving up a 19-run game. They've had a 17-run game given up as well. So seeing something like this is a big step for this team, and really a big confidence boost going into the weekend here and going into the rest of the season. Pitching was phenomenal, and so they can keep this going.
Is the first shutout on the young season for Miami. Great job by Hayden.
Today's game, Miami
Bites.
Toledo 0.
3 hits from Toledo.
Rockets had no runs off 3 hits. The RedHawks had 5 runs off 6 hits.
Runs, 3 hits, no errors for the Rockets.
We have Miami baseball, Miami athletics.
6
Let's
hits,
thank you
and
for
no
your
errors for the
today.
RedHawks.
While the sleep tried safely on the way home.
Final
Make
thoughts
sure
today,
because
really
right there,
good.
the key feel that deep part
Got
or key and say
continue
move
that
the Toledo
momentum
Rockets
to
has to
All
work
right.
the out.
Just a game started off really defensively through those first 4, and then
We're not fans,
inning,
Miami
the
basketball
RedHawks
team
made
is hosting a
one
Happy
run,
Sunlight Day.
and it was just
Have a lead hall against Ball
they
City.
needed
Right.
scoring 2 in the next, 1 in the next, and 1 in the
Make
eighth
sure
as well.
that
So
make your way
on a
down
clinic
to
after
the
that,
hall.
scoring 5 runs. It was just an exciting win. A lot of really good plays made, but props to Toledo too. I mean, they showed some really good stuff out there as well. But it was all Red Hawk today, and hope to see some more of that going into the weekend.
Miami will improve to 6 and 7 on the season. They'll fall to 4 and 8 down in tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. That's a Sunday as well. Well, for Gavin Miller and Gavin Stark, everyone else here at Red Hawk Radio, thank you so much for listening to this presentation of Miami baseball. We hope you listen into our broadcast later on. Men's basketball, so open schedule and regular season, about a half hour with Ball State. And hockey tonight, battle Western Michigan at home as well. Join us for that, as well as women's basketball tomorrow and baseball throughout this weekend. Packed schedule here in Oxford, Ohio this weekend. Well, for Bryan Miller and Gavin Stark, everyone here at Red Hawk Radio, thank you so much for listening. Really appreciate your time. Red Hawks win 5-0. Thank you so much.